MD200A8X. I love the AC mic, the dynamic mic, and I've always got great reports, but I got a good report on this just when I hooked it up here, and I didn't have a chance to talk to anyone. You're the first one, but how are the highs, lows, or whatever? Could you give me a good report on this, and then I can go to my the mic that I've always run. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to hear the comparison. I can give you a detailed report, but not one that's very credible, because I'm a big admirer of good audio, and I try to produce good audio on my station with an outboard audio processor and a very good microphone. But I'm not going to put to understand the finer points of it. Here's what I would say to you. Your audio is just fine. There is no problem with it. It sounds good. It sounds clean. I have the impression, and here's where I would take it with a grain of salt. I have the impression that the frequency range of the response range on that microphone might be somewhat limited. I don't want to say that you're muffled, because you're not muffled. You're clear, and there's no problem. If you didn't do anything, you'd be fine with that for the rest of your life. But I think it could be maybe sharper and clearer. Why don't we hear what the other microphone sounds like, over?
Well, here's the other microphone, the MD200A8X. I have a couple of 100s, and I have another one of these in where I'm 4 Lima 2 Bravo mic over in the Republic of Georgia. I have another one of these mics, but I have adapters for this mic or whatever. But this Yaesu MD200 has played ball on everything I've thrown at it. You know, adapters and different brands of transceivers. But no, how does this sound? I am on the MD200, the Yaesu mic, and I'm running a Yaesu FTGX10. Go ahead.
Okay, well, again, I'm going to tell you that I like this mic a little bit better. The audio's a little bit crisper. That's the word I'm looking for. Crisp. You were clear on the other mic, but it seems that the higher frequency response is better on the Yaesu mic. And it just gives a little bit more punch and a little bit of a sharper edge. The other mic is just fine. So you're good either way. I think this one, if we had to rate it somewhere, it's probably 10% better.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, this has always been my favorite mic, and in fact, they weren't cheap when I bought them years ago. And I've had this mic, I've had two of them. One, like I say, one is at 4L1 Alpha November. He and I'm 4 Lima 2 Bravo Mike, and we're just getting finished up on our remote in Georgia, and it's going to be neat. I mean, he's got a great location in Tbilisi on top of a 9-story flat, 3-element tri-bander, but a lot of cities to look over when the noise. But now we'll be able to transmit or receive from either location, and we'll just see what our best antennas to receive is. I think it's going to be the K9AY that we're putting together right now for receive. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's really exciting. I'm curious to know if you are Georgia or not, and what you were doing in Georgia. I was there about 4 years ago. I'm retired, but I was doing some consulting for media consulting in Armenia, Yerevan, and I went to, I had somebody drive me over to Tbilisi for the weekend, and I really had a great time. I really loved Georgia, and I was very excited. About a month ago, I finally worked 2 stations in Georgia. I don't have their call in front of me, and I don't think it's the one that you mentioned, though. It might be. I'm not sure how many many hams there are in Tbilisi. What is your connection to Georgia, Lord?
I'll bet it might have been 4 Lima 9 Alpha. He was licensed in, he basically was an electronic engineer at age 10. He's Soviet, but he's got a Georgian call. I think it's 4 Lima 9 Alpha. I'm not sure, but no, he's in on this deal. We're gonna. That's one of the things. I'm putting it and all that, but I'm gonna let other people work remote from there. And and I'm not gonna charge him. It's gonna be fun. But when I hook it up over here, actually, what I have is over there, and I need it back over here. And it's an ICOM 7100, and that's what I'll remote. I've already got my remote as far as my it's ready to hook up. I have my Yaesu G1000DXA, and I have it online, and it's ready to go because I can just double click and change direction of my antenna. But I'm right here at the station, so there's no need to do that. But anyway, Mark, I'm really happy with what you told me because that's what I needed to know. I use no processing whatsoever, zero, on this thing. I could go in and play with the processing, whatever, probably make any mic sound good, but I got with the 188 group, I think it was. I call them excuse me, heck, I can't even think. I call them the audio geeks, and I think they hang around like 188 or somewhere around there. Mark, I'm sure you know, but they helped me set this mic up, and boy, it was perfect. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it sounds really good, and no question that microphone is the better of the two, and without any processing or any fancy work, it just sounds top drawer. I'm getting the secret message here for dinner, so let me say 7 to you. And congratulations on the remote station you're setting up in Georgia. That sounds really exciting. People are going to really love it. 73T is Tom, and we'll work you down the log. We'll work you twice this month. We'll do it again. We'll do it again as soon as we can. 73T and catch you soon. K5B F W6IWW 73.
Okay, Mark. Yeah, this K5 bound movement's what I knew it. I just had to say that because I got this call for CW, and when it came up, I jumped right on top of it because I was formerly K5 Zulu X-ray Echo, and I remember I got it in February 1960, and I remember waiting for that call. I didn't want a Z or an X in it. Damned if I didn't get both. KN5 Zulu X-ray Echo, and then I kept this, and I finally went buying. I guess in the mid-90s record that area, but I waited till it was a good CW call because I like CW, and Daw is the best CW call I've ever run into. I don't know, there's probably better ones. I guess if you're an avid CW operator and you have a call, I guess you take your calls the best. So anyway, Mark, that's the way it goes on this end.